Pornstar Brogs, this is Joe Shifton, and I got the honor, the pleasure of having Mr. John Tardy from the mighty Obituary on the phone. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Just enjoying being home for a little while, that's for sure.
Oh, of course. And where are you calling from today? Where's home?
We are in Florida, Tampa, Florida.
Nice. So nice weather today?
It's been hot, but I enjoy it. It's good taking the boat out and cruising around when it's nice like this.
Of course. And hey, the Carnival of Death Tour is coming up, so let's start from there. What can people expect this time around for Obituary?
Well, first of all, we haven't been out. Actually, haven't done a lot of shows around the States and up in Canada. So we're doing a bunch of shows up in Canada. But it's just been a while since we've been running around and actually considering doing a kind of a throwback set where we're going to probably play, most of the stuff off the Carnival of Death record. So it should be kind of cool.
Oh, hell yeah. And I'm sure the song selection for you guys is very hard with so many songs in your catalog. And it's so hard to please all the fans because everybody wants to hear a certain part of the, you know what I mean?
Man, welcome to my world. It's a good problem to have, but it does. It seems like the more albums you get, and we try to play something off of every album, but you can never hit all the songs, but we do the best we can to play a lot of them and to play a little bit off of every album. So.
And here you are. Last year you celebrated your 20th year doing this. What is it that keeps Obituary going so strong all these years? What do you think it's maybe the formula for you guys to be able to do this so long?
I mean, I guess the important thing is if you're still having fun with it, that's for sure. We've also known over the years that if it takes taking a step back for a few years and just getting away from it and just stepping back and going about it that way, we've done that too. So, like before, back from the dead, we had a few years off. Before Frozen in Time, we had some time off there. And that just helps, step back, get away from it for a couple of years, and then once you come back into it, it just kind of feels new and fresh again. So.
Right, I think that's very important. But not every band can have that, luxury many times. You kind of have to, kind of grab the bull by the horns and do it yourself.
We all just can get busy doing other things, as far as making money and stuff like that goes. But ever since the Darkest Day album, we've just been kind of going steady here and doing a lot of shows, and it's been a good time.
How involved were you guys with picking up the lineup for the Carnival of Death Tour?
That was really the company that's booking the tour. They kind of had that lineup and just asked us if we wanted to be a part of it. Sometimes cool when you get tours like this offered to you. Because you don't have to do a lot of work yourself. You pretty much all we have to do is kind of show up and play, because they're taking care of all the bills and stuff. So on a regular tour that we set up or have an agent set up for us, we have to do a lot of that legwork and a lot of stuff ourselves. So with this, it's easy because we just know exactly what we're making per night, and we just got to kind of show up and play and have a good time. So
it's more relaxing, in other words.
It is. It's relaxing, and there's been we've done a few tours like this where we don't actually we're going to be back out in December, and that was the same thing. There's an agency that wanted to book a tour and they want us to be part of it, so it's kind of a no-brainer, and it makes it easy on us as far as that goes. So, but this at the same time we haven't been out in the States for a while. It seemed like a pretty good lineup with Broken Hope getting back together and stuff, and hopefully they get some kids out to watch us. So.
Oh, I think so. It's a very exciting tour. And this December tour, is that going to be also North America, Europe? What is the deal with that one?
That will be in Europe. It's actually not even announced yet, but we have confirmed with the company, so we're expecting to get some dates from them. But I think it's roughly the 15th of November through December 15th or something like that. So it's like the last week or so of November and then into the first couple weeks of December.
Oh, very cool. And hey, obviously the buzz out there came out that you guys are working on some new music. How's that going? What's the progress of that?
Yeah, we kind of originally thought we'd be probably done with the album by now. We actually took some time off to spend writing the album, and we wound up spending it out in our boats and things like that, and not working on the album as much as we should have. But we did get a handful of it done. I mean, we really got a kind of most of the album mapped out now. And the 3 songs that we have, done the most are just really insane, really heavy and groovy tunes, very classic Obituary sounding. So we're really getting kind of excited about that. But we're not in a hurry. We'll get that album done whenever it gets done, and we'll get it out when we get it out, kind of thing. We've had a record company that we've been talking to, Century Media, who's they're big Obituary fans, number one, and that's important to us. And they've been showing a lot of interest, so I think that we might have someone actually to release the album when we do get it done now, also. So that's a good thing.
Oh, very cool. And have you guys started recording anything, or is it just in the writing process right now?
Yeah, it's still pretty much writing. I mean, we have, we sit and practice in our studio, so we record pretty much everything that we do. We got some scratch tracks down, but we're not 100% sure if the tempos are right and things like that. So, so basically we have not really started recording, even though it's kind of, recording all the time. But what we have done is going to probably get erased, and we're going to start back over again once we get geared up and all complete with all the writing and stuff. So.
Right, and do you have a producer in mind that you want to work with?
Well, there's probably lots of them we'd like to work with. It's it's a matter of, but chances are we'll probably just we do all the recording right here at my house and at our studio, at least all the tracking, and probably gonna wrap things up at the end of the day and head over to the Red Room where we normally go with Mark Prater and let him put the professional touches to everything like that, and then we'll see how that goes.
So you have your process down pretty steady, huh?
Yeah, it's nice having a Pro Tools rig here at our house and the studio here that we can record at, because it just makes your life so easy. Being able to just walk out anytime you want, and I can fire it up, and I can sing a couple of verses if I want, and then turn it off and walk away if that's all I feel like doing, or if I feel like busting out a couple of songs, I can sit out here and do that. Or if I sit out here for an hour and I'm messing around and I just don't like anything of it, I just hit delete and I walk away, and it's and it really certainly doesn't cost you anything other than your time, but it's just nice to have that luxury. It's very relaxing. You can sit out here. There's not a lot of pressure, and it's really cool. I don't know how we would do it without our own studio nowadays. That's for sure.
Of course. Hey, John, before we get out of here, the Obituary fans are listening. You have any message for them?
Well, just got a lot of shows coming up, both U.S., Canada, and Europe. Might even have some shows down in Brazil, maybe even some in Central America coming up too. So keep an eye on the website for those things. We'll get some dates up there, especially all the European ones that will be coming up. But first and foremost is this U.S. tour. We haven't been out for a while, so we're looking to get out there and have some good shows. All
right, John, I appreciate your time.
Cool.
And hey, thank you for all the years of kick-ass death metal music, man. Keeping it, steady. You guys never kind of went to any trend. You have your signature sound established from day one. You've been following that, and I think you have many more years under your belt.
Yeah, well, man, we're certainly having a good time, and constantly trying to make the heaviest music we can, and having a good time. So I appreciate you taking the time, also.
Absolutely, man. Have a good day and have an amazing tour, man.
Thank you, brother. We'll see you around.
I'll see you on the road.
Okay, bye.
Peace.